Hey, how can you Bitmojicize your classroom? I don't know if you say it that way, but one of the cool things that you can do with embedding content in Schoology is actually to create a Bitmoji classroom slide. I'm really partial to the bookshelves, uh, and I've adapted one from RIYL libraries, and you can sort of see it right here. I've just been playing around with it a little bit. Not too long. I didn't spend a lot of time on this, but and it probably shows. But all of the content here is pretty much linkable. And the way that you make pictures linkable is, let's say I wanted to make that logo something that people could click on. All I have to do is click on it, click on the link tool, and then there we go. We now have a clickable logo. So when I present or look at this in presentation mode, I can actually come over here and click on any one of these items on the bookshelf. So for example, if I want to click on EdTech Club Podcast, it's going to jump me straight over to the EdTech Club Podcast. If I wanted to learn more about getting certified about online courses, I could do that. I could also, if I wanted to, just come over here to the Schoology logo, click on it, and it would open up the Schoology Educator course that we have available. And so it takes me straight here to this Schoology course, and then I would be able to work in the content. The question is, how do I get this Bitmoji as something that's clickable over here in this course? So it's a lot easier than you might think. All you need to do is sort of exit out of view mode, come over here to File, and Publish to the web. Now, I've already shown this a little bit earlier in the blog, but you can just copy the iframe code, this code that appears right here, switch over to where you want to put this in Schoology, for example, and I'm just going to add a page. And right here, I'm going to switch to HTML view and just drop in the code. Now, one of the other things that I want to have happen is that I want this to actually display on the screen. So I'm going to click on Display on a new page, or Display on Inline. And when I click Create, oops, I forgot the page title. When I click Create, watch what happens. It's actually going to drop a clickable version of this slide deck right here on the screen. So now at this point I should be able to actually click on different items here, and you can see there's my pointer, so that I'm able to just use that as a jumping off spot. And since I'm in the course, if I wanted to, I could change that S to be anything. I could have it jump straight over here to the course overview. And notice that when I'm on the course overview, I have a sort of a unique page link. So I'm going to come back here to my slideshow and just adjust the link that appears there. So now when I come back to my Bitmoji, hopefully when I click on that S, it shall take me straight to the list of modules. Isn't that great? So imagine how you could use this to create an interactive menu for your Schoology courses and your assignments, and that could be the first thing that people see right up here, is your Bitmoji. Instead of having it down at the bottom, you could definitely have it at the top. Oops. And it would be the first thing that people saw. So lots of possibilities, and remember, your Bitmoji does not have to be this big. It can actually be a lot smaller. You can always come in and adjust through File Page Setup. Instead of making it widescreen, you can come up with a custom width and height that you could use, and then it would fit very comfortably within the standard Schoology look and feel, which does expand to sort of fit the amount of content available, but you can definitely make it smaller. Now if I come in here and edit, I can adjust the width and the height. For example, I can make it 760 by 369, and you can see that it's adjusted the size of my Bitmoji. It's no longer as huge as it once was. It's just a little bit smaller. So these are just some of the options that are available to you. Take care.